as a footballer. Leave the football before the football leaves you. The football's left him.
Toni Kroos, for example, ended his career at the highest point as a regular starter for Real Madrid and the national team. Well, that's a bit of a shame, because he was still too good to retire. But it's still much better than continuing to play in smaller leagues into old age after his time at the top clubs and damaging his legacy as an untouchable football legend. Stay until the end, guys, because there were legends who played in the strangest leagues like Angola and up to the age of 43, a Ballon d'Or winner to be exactly. So let's look into it. The first on our list is Samuel Eto'o, one of the best African players in history and one of the best strikers of his generation. 4 Champions League titles, 2 of which he even scored in the final, and 2 Africa Cup titles. 170 goal contributions for Barca in 199 games, and another 71 in 101 games for Inter Milan after he was dropped by Pep Guardiola. Eto'o really was a beast in his prime, as his stats showed, but unfortunately he then gave away his standing as an absolute football legend a little bit. He left Inter at just 30, although he was still one of the best strikers in the world, with 34 goal contributions in 35 games in Serie A. He moved to Anzhi Makhatchkala in Russia and earned 20 million a year there, but after 2 years he left and then his journey began. He played a year at Chelsea, then half a year at Everton, half a year at Sampdoria, 2.5 at Antalyaspor, which were very successful to be fair, then another half a year at Konyaspor, and finally a year in Qatar. He ended his career in 2019 at the age of 38. If you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want a second part or a video about a certain topic, write it us in the comments, guys. The second player is Andres Iniesta, as shown in the thumbnail, and I don't think there is a better current example than him for this video. We don't need to talk much about Iniesta. Probably the best midfielder in history. 1 World Cup, 2 Euros, 4 Champions League titles, European Footballer of the Year, and so on. Elegance and intelligence in person, and actually everything was normal at first. Iniesta, then Barca captain and regular starter, moved to Japan at the age of 34 to earn some real money at the end of his career. It was a shame at that time because he was still far too good, but it was understandable that he wanted to leave the big stage in a great form and earn some more money. But the problem is simple. Iniesta just doesn't want to stop. He played in Japan for a total of 5 years, until he finally wasn't good enough for the first team there either. But instead of ending his career, he moved to the United Arab Emirates at the age of 40. But only 6 months later, he's without a club again. Let's see if it's finally over or if he finds a club again. The last on our list is really the most extreme case, and it's even a Ballon d'Or winner. Rivaldo. Rivaldo was known for his spectacular goals. He's one of the best Brazilian players in history. Copa America, Champions League and World Cup winner. And, as already mentioned, Ballon d'Or winner in 1998. After a successful time at FC Barcelona, he moved to AC Milan at the age of 30. But in his first season there, he increasingly lost his regular starting place to the young Kaká. After a year and a half, he moved back to Brazil to Cruzeiro, but only played 3 games there and moved to Olympiacos Piraeus in Greece after just 3 weeks. And don't ask us why. There, he played 3 successful years before moving to Athens. And now it's getting really crazy. After 1 year, he moved to Uzbekistan. 2 years later to the 2nd Brazilian league, then to Sao Paulo, back to Mogi Mirim in the 2nd league, then 1 year to Angola, then back to the 2nd league to São Caetano, and then back to Mirim. In 2015, he even played a game with his son, both of them scored. He then ended his career at the age of 43 and became president of the club. So yes, we think he overdid it a bit. But what is your opinion on these players' careers? And which player did we forget to mention? Write it us also in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you.